Every year, there's a town Christmas tree lighting parade. Where I live, the park that gets decorated for Christmas is right next to my house. The fire department shows up with a person dressed up as Santa, waving at everyone. There's lots of music, hot chocolate, and everyone is having a good time. My cousin and I usually like to watch the parade from the parking lot, next to my house. At the back of the parking lot, there's a small bench, where we usually just sit and watch the parade from. Since the parade was almost going to start, we decided to go to the back of the parking lot to check it out. When we got there, we could see a man dressed up in a creepy Santa costume leaning up against the wall. He then proceeded to look weirdly around the corner, towards the park where the parade will begin. As we continued our way towards the bench in the parking lot, we saw three men dressed in black, carrying another man dressed up in a Santa costume to the back of their van. The guy that was being carried had rope tied to his hands and tape on his mouth. At this point, my cousin and I were very startled and scared. I was very confused at what was going on. My cousin and I decided to hide behind the bench so that the creepy Santa guy does not see us. Not even 30 seconds passed and the creepy Santa guy already saw us hiding behind the bench. So he started speed walking towards the bench. When my cousin and I realized, we sprinted from behind the bench and ran around the corner. The creepy Santa also started running, and he was chasing us down the block. Since we noticed the creepy Santa guy chasing us, we did not run to my house. We knew we were faster than the weird guy, so we were able to outrun him and finally lose him. As my cousin and I were walking back to my house, we heard the fire truck sirens go off. That usually means the start of the parade, so we decided to forget about our experience and walk back to the parade. Since we did not make it back to the park in time, my cousin and I were kind of far away from the people. As we were walking down the block, we could see the main fire truck slowly driving past us. There was also a guy dressed up in a Santa costume sitting down at the top of the fire truck. When the man on the fire truck looked in our direction, we realized he was the same creepy Santa from the parking lot. When he saw my cousin and I, he started standing up and staring at us without moving. The creepy Santa guy quickly yelled something at the fire truck driver. Suddenly, the fire truck stopped and the creepy Santa guy started getting off the truck. After 30 seconds, the truck drove off, but from the corner of my eye, I could see something red coming towards us. The creepy Santa was speed walking once again. We were terrified, so we started running towards my house this time. Once my cousin and I got to my house, we ran inside and started closing all of the windows and blinds. As I was going to close the blinds to my room, I looked outside, and I could see the creepy Santa guy standing in my front yard, just staring at my window. His smile was just terrifying. That was when I quickly closed the blinds and told my cousin. We decided to sneak out the back door. After jumping the backyard fence and running through the parking lot, we found a police officer. We told the police officer everything that happened, and we led him straight to the parking lot where the white van was. When the police broke into the white van, the creepy Santa guy and the three men dressed in all black were there. Also, the real guy dressed up in a Santa costume was in the van, with his hands tied and tape on his mouth. The police officers quickly arrested the three men in black, but the creepy Santa guy managed to get away. The real guy dressed up in a Santa costume was finally released. The rest of the Christmas tree lighting parade was ruined for us. Also, the creepy Santa was never seen again, but the police officers suspect that he was a serial killer.